I'm joined by a very special guest, our Music Box Babies instructor,
Miss Kate.
Yay! Looking forward to your Music Box Babies classes.
Thanks. Yeah, me too. I'm so excited to teach again this semester, and I've really missed all of my families and students over, it's only 2 or 3 weeks off, but you get used to seeing people every weekend.
Ready for our questions?
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm so excited.
When was your earliest recital and what did you play?
My earliest recital was actually a musical theater recital. So I was in something called Sask Express in Regina, and I believe I played a piece of seaweed in The Little Mermaid. So I had this costume with all these like green garbage bag strips hanging down. We were singing Under the Sea. So that's my first one I can remember.
What is your guilty pleasure?
A lot of people know this about me. I guess my friends do, not so much my students, but I love rom-coms, especially 90s to 2000s, like teen rom-coms. Usually they're kind of adaptations of Shakespeare's works, but they're with teens. So that's like 10 Things I Hate About You. Trying to think of some other ones from that era. Even something like She's All That. So I rewatch these movies a lot and they bring me a lot of joy.
What was the last song or piece of music you listened to?
I was listening to Still Believe in Love by Jack Soul this morning.
What's something people might not know about you?
I was in a spelling bee when I was 13. So it was a national spelling bee here in Canada called Can West Can Spell. I was representing Southern Saskatchewan. And I even got to go to the States for like their big Scripps National Spelling Bee, which was totally surreal. I didn't last very long, but it was a cool experience. And I got to meet Lawrence Fishburne at the Canadian one.
Have you ever been starstruck?
Yes, I have. Actually, my most famous example of this is from a concert at the Winspear Centre. It was 2013 and Esperanza Spalding was performing at the Jazz Festival. I was just in awe when I went up to get her to sign something, and I wanted to tell her that I also play the upright bass too, but I didn't want to come across as like, hey, validate me.
What is your biggest personal accomplishment?
Having put out my debut album a couple of years ago, it was funded by the AFA and the Edmonton Arts Council, and it was kind of a tribute to my idol, Joni Mitchell. So it's called Under a Dancing Sky, and that was probably like just the biggest creative project I've ever completed. And it went on to win an Edmonton Music Award for Jazz Recording of the Year. So that felt really good. So hoping to do something like that again in the coming years. And that in a more personal way, I also hiked part of the West Coast Trail a couple summers ago, and that felt really empowering to like be bouldering and all this stuff. And I was like, wow, I'm stronger than I realized.
What is the best concert you ever went to?
I got to see David Byrne from the Talking Heads, and he was performing his tour American Utopia a couple years ago at the Jubilee he did it here and in Calgary, but it was just amazing. Like, it was very interactive. All of his band was wearing the same gray outfit. There was choreography. Everyone was using wireless instruments. So it was like just this really cool, moving, living thing. Like, it's so cool when everything can move around like that. I never thought I would appreciate that so much, but it kind of straddled like musical theater for me. So it was really, really cool. And the music was phenomenal. Yeah, let's do it.
Pancakes or waffles?
Ooh, pancakes.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
Morning or night?
Night.
Call or text?
Call.
Books or movies?
Oh, that's hard. Movies.
Musicals or operas?
Musicals.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
All right.
There, you know everything you need to know about me now.
What were you?
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, you hang up.